Good morning, dear students. Welcome to biology class. Today, the, this video is about the topic photosynthesis. We are going to study the process of photosynthesis in plants. As you all know about the process, the definition of this term is hidden in this word itself. Photo means light and synthesis means preparation or synthesizing food. So the process of synthesizing food by using photo, that is light, by using light. So light is one of the source of energy, but we as a human being is unable to capture that source of energy. But plants do have that ability because of presence of chlorophyll pigment. They can capture sunlight and they can prepare their own food. So what is photosynthesis? It's a process of anabolism. It is a process where the green plants as well as some bacteria capture sunlight and convert that light energy into chemical energy. That chemical energy is utilized for synthesis of food. So it is called as photosynthesis. Here in this reaction, you can see 6 molecules of carbon dioxide, 12 molecules of water are utilized by capturing sunlight. It is converted into C6H12O6, that is carbohydrate, glucose. Glucose is a simpler or it is a monosaccharide. It's a simple unit of carbohydrate. It gives out 6 molecules of oxygen as a byproduct and 6 molecules of water are also given out as a byproduct. In this slide, in this picture, you can see the leaf takes up water from the soil through their root system and carried upward to the leaf through the stem. Capture carbon dioxide or fixes carbon dioxide through their leaves having stomata. Chlorophyll captures sunlight as a source of energy, and by using these three things, it is converted into glucose, and oxygen is given out as a byproduct. The organisms which prepare their own food are called as autotrophs, and their mode of nutrition is called as autotrophic mode of nutrition. So auto means self, trophic means nourishing. These are the self-nourishing organisms. Autotrophs can be classified as photosynthetic autotrophs and chemosynthetic autotrophs. They are also called as photoautotrophs and chemoautotrophs. In this slide, we will see what is the basic difference between photosynthesis and chemosynthesis process. Here in photosynthesis, light energy is utilized as a source of energy for synthesis of food. While in chemosynthesis, there is utilization of chemical energy, energy from chemical oxidation. So light is not required. Source of energy is solar energy, while source of energy in chemosynthesis is chemical energy. It takes place in all green plants and the bacteria which consist of bacteriochlorophyll, while chemosynthesis or preparation of food by using chemical energy occurs in the specific types of bacteria or group of bacteria like iron bacteria, sulfur bacteria, like ferrobacillus, etc. If you want to define the process of photosynthesis, we can say that it is an anabolic process. Now, how you define anabolism? Anabolism is a process in which simple or inorganic compounds are converted into complex organic compounds. So, in photosynthesis, simple inorganic compound like CO2 and water is converted into C6H12O6 by utilizing light energy. That is why it is called as anabolic process, where energy is stored in the form of a carbohydrate. It is stored in the form of glucose, and this acts as a reservoir through which ATP will be generated. This is a balanced chemical equation of photosynthesis. 6 molecules of CO2, 6 molecules of water gives out C6H12O6 in presence of solar energy, and 6 molecules of oxygen are given out as a byproduct. While below it there is a reaction of chemosynthesis where you can see hydrogen sulfide is utilized, carbon dioxide is utilized, as well as water and oxygen, and it releases carbohydrate. Sulfur will be given out as a byproduct. Here, these are the bacteria which carry out chemosynthesis. They may live in the depths of ocean utilizing inorganic material and heat from the ocean and produces food. Now, in green plants, the place or site of photosynthesis is the organelle called as chloroplast. If we see the detailed structure or minute structure of chloroplast under microscope, it is called as ultrastructure of chloroplast. This is a three-dimensional structure of chloroplast where it is clearly visible that there is outer membrane which is greenish in color, while the inner membrane is reddish, pinkish red. Outer membrane and inner membrane both are made up of lipoprotein, lipids and protein. Inner to that there is a homogeneous fluid or there is a matrix called as stroma. Suspended in the stroma, there are many disc-like structures called as grana. Singular is granum. Each grana is made up of this yellow color structures which I am able to see in the diagram are the disc-like structures which are placed one above the other. These disc-like structures are called as thylakoids. Thylakoids are placed one above the other like a stacks of coin. Many grana are interconnected through each other by this intergranal or stroma lamellae. So, grana is a region which is made up of many smaller discrete unit inside the thylakoid called as contasomes. So, contasomes are having ability to capture sunlight and convert it into chemical energy. So, we will see the detailed structure of this contasome. This is one more diagram of chloroplast, where you can see the diagram which is down is made up of chlorophyll pigments. These chlorophyll pigments are arranged inside the contasomes. These chlorophyll pigments are classified into three types: chlorophylls, carotenoids, and phycobilins. Chlorophylls are of different types like chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, chlorophyll C, D, and E. While carotenoids are two types, xanthophyll and carotenes. While phycobilins are phycocyanin, phycoerythrin, and fucoxanthin. Here is the diagram. This flow chart is showing you the photosynthetic pigments can be classified as a principal material or principal pigment which is directly involved in the process of photosynthesis, while accessory pigments are just acting as or they are providing help for capturing sunlight, and that captured sunlight or that energy they are transferring it to the chlorophyll A, which is acting as a principal or reaction center. In bacteria, along with chlorophyll A, there is bacteriochlorophyll. Carotenoids are carotene and xanthophyll. Carotenes are orange in color while xanthophylls are yellow in color, as it is shown in the rectangle itself. Phycobilins are phycoerythrin, which is red color pigment found in red alga. Fucoxanthin, which is a brown pigment found in brown alga. These chlorophyll pigments, they form photosystems. Now, what are photosystems? So, photosystems are nothing but around 300 to 350 chlorophyll molecule inside the contasome. They form photosystem. Each photosystem is made up of, like here you can see yellow pigment in the center. which is called as reaction center. It's a chlorophyll A molecule which forms a reaction center, while remaining chlorophyll pigments will be around it. Remaining chlorophyll pigments comprises of chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, carotenes and xanthophylls. They form accessory pigments, or it is also called as light harvesting core or light harvesting system, while the central chlorophyll A will be called as essential pigment or reaction center. Light captured by all the pigments finally travel to, or it is transferred to chlorophyll A, which is in the center, and that chlorophyll A convert that light energy into chemical energy by undergoing a process called as electron transport chain. So photosystems are formed from chlorophyll molecules. If the chlorophyll A, which is in the center, is absorbing maximum light at 700 nanometer, it will be called as PS1 or P700. And if the central molecule reaction center is absorbing maximum light at 680 nanometer, it will be called as PS2 or P680. That makes PS1 and PS2. So here it is the diagram where you can see PS1 is made up of chlorophyll A in the center as a reaction center, and its maximum absorption will be at 700, while PS2 will be another contasome with chlorophyll pigments where reaction center is absorbing maximum light at 680. Now let us see the structure of chloroplast. Structure of chlorophyll. This is the structure of chlorophyll molecule, where you are able to see this is a head like structure called as porphyrin head, and alcohol chain which is called as phytol tail. Porphyrin head is made up of 4 pyrrole rings. This is one pyrrole ring with nitrogen, second pyrrole ring with nitrogen, third pyrrole ring denoted as C, and fourth pyrrole ring denoted as D, with the magnesium ion in the center. In chlorophyll A, CH3 will be one of the functional group, while in chlorophyll B, CHO will be the functional group. While bacteriochlorophylls are different in structure. The second diagram is of carotenoids, that is carotene, which is orange in color, and the third diagram is of phycocyanin and phycoerythrin. The light harvesting complex is made up of all accessory pigments, which is like chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B and carotenoids. While core complex, which is in the center, is made up of only one chlorophyll A molecule. This may absorb light at 700 or it may absorb at 680. So based on that, they are PS1 or PS2. Now in this diagram, we are going to see how the light energy is absorbed by the chlorophyll pigments. So this is a graph drawn in light absorbed versus wavelength of light. The visible spectrum of light follows the range from 4000 Armstrong unit or 400 nanometer to 7000 Armstrong unit or 700 nanometer. During this range of light, there are various colors of light, visible spectrum of light, which is made up of a color range called as VIBGYOR: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. So here you can see absorption spectrum shows maximum peak at blue light by chlorophyll A as well as chlorophyll B as well as carotenoids, while second maximum peak is seen in red region. So we can say the maximum absorption takes place in blue and red region. So this is absorption spectrum. While here this is another diagram of absorption spectrum, where highest peak is seen in blue region and red region. Now what is the role of photosynthetic pigments? As I have already discussed with you, the main role of photosynthetic pigment is to absorb certain wavelength of light. They convert light energy into chemical energy, and that chemical energy they make it available during the process of conversion of CO2 into carbohydrate. This is the visible spectrum of light. This is the wavelength of light, starts from violet to red. After red there will be infrared and far red. This light energy is not absorbed by green plants. So it starts from violet to red. Violet light is having the wavelength of about 400 nanometer, while the red light is having wavelength of about 700 nanometer. So this is the range of light which is absorbed by plants. So during light dependent reaction, light energy is captured, due to which water molecule splits up. Due to splitting of water molecule, there is formation of hydrogen. Hydrogen is accepted by NADP and NADP becomes NADPH2. Water gives out oxygen which is released as a byproduct. And at the same time, there is formation of ATP. Thank you, girls. The next topic we will be studying in next video. Whatever your doubts are, those doubts I will solve during the lecture which I will be taking on Zoom. So you go through this video. If you have any doubt, you can ask me during the lecture. Thank you, girls.